Hello again, everyone, and welcome. This is Anglais the Easy Way, and I'm Richard Watson. I thought that today we could talk about talking about the past, and especially using the past simple to talk about the past. I know it's one of the biggest dramas for French people when they have to talk about the past and use the past tense, but in fact, it's not that hard. First of all, you should realize that like in French, we have a lot of past tenses. But today I'm going to talk about the past simple. The past simple is the simplest of pasts, and it's the one we use all the time. And it's the one that all other past tenses are built from. So it's our real past tense. So I'll say it like this. The past simple is the second column of your verb. Now, you may be thinking, well, what does that mean exactly? What second column? Well, even at school, most people learn irregular verbs in 3 columns. For example, you can think of go, went, gone, or see, saw, seen, or do, did, done, or the classic break, broke, broken that everybody knows. There are always 3 columns except for the verb to be. The verb to be is often a special case, like in most languages. And when I say these things, people say, you mean irregular verbs. No, I'm talking about all verbs. Even regular verbs have 3 columns. Now, you don't learn them because they're very easy to learn. So in the same way we can say give, gave, given, or buy, bought, bought, we can also say talk, talked, talked. 3 columns. Open, opened, opened. So we don't actually use the regular verbs like this because we don't need to. They're easy to learn. It's just ed and ed at the end of each one. So attach becomes attached, attached. If you already have an E at the end of your verb, that's okay, just put a D. Like, liked, liked. So the second column is your past simple. Now, French people often call it the preterite, and I'm pretty sure you can say that in English, but nobody really does. We call it the past simple. So first thing to get straight is that the past simple really is simple. Okay, for irregular verbs, you have to learn a word, okay, one word. For example, go, went, gone. Okay, you do have to learn the word went, but once you've learnt it, you use it all the time. I went, you went, he went, she went, they went, my dog went, the children went. Just one word for the past of the verb to go. So yeah, you've got to learn 3 words for a verb, that's true. And once you've done this incredibly difficult task of learning 3 words, the second one will always be your past. So probably you're thinking, yeah, okay, that's fine, but how do I actually use this tense? That's often the problem. It seems so confusing and people confuse it and mix it up with other past tenses. Well, first of all, it's the past, so we use it for things that have finished. That seems pretty clear. And really, the past simple has one simple condition that must be fulfilled if you want to use the past simple. You need to have a finished time reference for it. You don't always need to say it, but you do need to know it when you're talking about it. Basically, the past simple, you always need to know when. So, as we did in the present simple in another episode, basically the best way to practice using it is to practice using it with particular time references. If you start your sentence with yesterday, basically you can guarantee you're going to use the past. Yesterday, I decided to change my car. Yesterday, I went to a restaurant. Yesterday, I had a problem. Yesterday has finished, and so it's always going to be a past. Now, don't think too much about if the action has finished or not. People often do that. It's not really important in the way we're doing this. Use a finished time reference, and you're always going to need the past simple. Yesterday, I went to the cinema. Last week, I saw an old friend. See, saw, seen. Yep, second column. When I was young, I loved chocolate. When I was young is a finished time reference. How do I know? Well, I said when I was, so it must be finished. In 2017, I bought a trampoline. Okay, in each of these cases, we know when it happened, and the time reference has completely finished. Now, above all, don't stress too much. This is actually an easy one. The present perfect, which we'll talk about later, is much more tricky, but the past simple is dead easy. Give us a time reference that's finished, and then use the second column. The other thing is just listen to English people and do what they do. and then just practice it until it seems easy. There are some special cases and ways that people use it that are a bit crazier than that, but that's the general idea. Finish time reference, past simple. Anyway, go away and practice that, and we'll talk about the present perfect another time. Anyway, that's enough for today. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to subscribe.